Привет, друзья, с вами Дима. Продолжаем прохождение, собственно, Бэтмена, Telltale Games. Это у нас, получается, будет уже второй эпизод, но, скорее всего, опять будет второй эпизод разделен на две части. Наверняка он тоже большой будет. Но это вполне в целом и логично, я думаю, да? Так, это интро мы не можем скипнуть. Удивительно. Так. Тут Бэтмен. Telltale Series. Так, отлично. Классическая версия, естественно. Эпизод 2. Дети Аркхема. Старый друг становится новым врагом, когда Брюс узнает больше о наследии семьи Уэйнов, а Бэтмен выводит борьбу против коррупции и преступности Готэма на новый уровень. Прикольно. А что больше? Понял. Все, второй эпизод. Естественно, второй эпизод.
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham.
Так, это,
Harvey Dent,
я так понимаю,
Gotham's
то, что у
next
нас
mayor,
в предыдущей
eager to know
серии
you.
было, да?
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous.
Так, ну с Кисой мы познакомились.
I bet.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. Christ almighty! It's the Waynes.
Чё за фигня? Чё за пиксель?
Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
За что я дал 576 рублей? Я не понимаю. За что? О. Эта игра адаптируется к выбору, который вы делаете, и сюжет меняется в соответствии с вашей манерой игры. Ну, это в курсе. Wayne Memorial Atrium.
You don't have to do this.
Only you now, Master Bruce.
Теперь только вы, мастер Брюс. О, Альфред. Аллея преступности,
I thought I
5:38
might
утра.
find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us, but you should see this. I know you come here for
Не знаю,
solitude,
Брюс.
Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This
Так.
isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
Tell me all of this is a lie.
I wish I could. There are no angels in Gotham, Bruce. Maybe there never were.
Значит, реально они работали.
I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm. Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Falcone, the papers, they were telling the truth. Everyone knew about this but me.
I know it's a lot to take in. I want you to know I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you. I won't let you down again. This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
He got careless. Criminals always do.
You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
А что он хочет за 20 лет тут сейчас увидеть?
I want him standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I take him to jail, just like any other criminal.
But he's not just any criminal, is he? He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
Oh, it's just too bad he wasn't honest as well.
He had his flaws, yes. But you more than anyone should be able to appreciate that he was a complicated man.
Блин, какая-то уже заезженная тема с убийством. Я думал, тут что-нибудь еще будет. А тут пусто. Мне кажется, ага. Кинотеатр. Альфред, мне мешает наш Майбах. Дент и Хью.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Я не знаю. Я, наверное, первый раз вижу, что
Where exactly does the memory end?
родители Уэйна выставляли здесь такими нечестными людьми.
You don't have to do this.
Это, наверное,
And
первое.
the gun fires.
And after that? There are
Как бы сказать, первая
considerable
версия,
gaps in
наверное,
that
того, что
recollection.
я вижу.
Maybe.
Хотя
Do I
прочитал
really
немало
know?
комиксов.
Take whatever you want. Nothing personal, just business. He told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this. Don't Falcone. He's making a mistake.
Жестко. Очень жестко. Охренеть.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mug. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Разбитые воспоминания. Чучка. Так, подождите, а сколько всего тут? Полиция Готэма, 8:56 утра. Так, дать. Президент.
But getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water.
А, тут
I
6
pulled all
глав.
the strings I had with the lieutenant.
Нам бы желательно
They're not come back to
тогда...
bite us.
Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me.
А, да тут в предыдущем
I know it
фильме.
does, Bruce.
То есть нам
It doesn't make it
желательно
any
пройти
easier.
сейчас 3
The last
эпизода.
time you disappeared behind closed doors with Falcone, the press made us pay.
3 главы точнее.
At least
В
tell me what
эпизоде
this is
6 глав.
about.
Вот так.
Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines
Да,
taking away from my
самоспокойствие.
debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing, but everything's been a little busy.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to
О,
say,
Монтоя.
some of us police support you, despite what the
Капец,
media
она
say.
тут старая.
Thanks, Sergeant.
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
Well, whoever he is behind that mask, I say Gotham's lucky to have him.
Yeah, it's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. You say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
Ну, погнали. Эпизод 2. Так, он на с аппаратом вентиляции легких или нет? А, нет. Просто кислород. Дети Аркхема.
The hell? Bruce Wayne?
Bruce Wayne. Ну чё
You
за
must
блядь?
have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. Just like every other time they tried to put me away.
You look like you tangled with the wrong guy.
This is nothing. You should have seen me before I became boss. I'd show up all beat to hell. Your father had sewn me back together. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins. Going back decades.
Did you have something to do with his death?
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. But you showed me the door.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
А от морфина он не уснет? Ну пофиг, давайте, может, что скажет.
$40 I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you? What kind of son did Thomas Wayne make?
I need you coherent, or you would be gone already.
Oh, there it is. That Wayne streak. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. Think you got more of her in you, tell the truth. Yeah.
Don't you dare talk about my mother.
Hey, why not, kid? I got nothing but good things to say about her. She was the only one that ever had a hold on your father.
Until you hired an assassin to kill them both.
What, you really think I hired Chill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
They're waiting for you in hell!
Чё нафиг?
The bastard had to die.
А у нее что-то с лицом. Подождите, а не Харви или Дент, а? Почему он так намекает на друзей? Полиция Готэма, 10:22 утра. Не Харви или Дент? Что-то я начинаю его подозревать. Или Освальд Кабапол. А, ну в принципе Харви тогда не было. Освальд. Блин, не то выбрал.
This whole damn force is riddled with corruption. Someone must have got to her, Jim.
Just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Harvey's right. We need to control this story or someone else will.
Then we need the whole story, not just part of it.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Альфред, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Альфред, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Нормально, у него iPhone. Видите, она какая-то...
Still visible beneath her skin.
Укол.
Fresh injection site. That doesn't look like blood. Альфред, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never, never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then it just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I shouldn't, they were a million miles away.
You have to remember more, Montoya. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. the voice. It was saying something about revolution.
Да, это Ос.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. So how is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, don't worry about that now.
Montoya remembers being drugged.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
Ну, здорово, Вики.
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
Please, get out of my way, Vicky. I'm in a hurry.
Так, а еще одну очевидку.
Disappointing.
Так, и получается,
Maybe you
сейчас
have more to
будет
do with
третья
this than I
глава, да?
thought.
Блин, вот я думаю, надо было выбирать троеточие и молчать. Но это всегда так. После разговора ты думаешь, я мог бы сказать по-другому. Уф. Какая тачечка.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scan on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed. What did you learn from him?
Practically family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds. The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control. This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but dragging others to fight them for you.
As far as I know, Montoya is still an isolated case.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Что он тут подгружает? А, так оно и точкой было отмечено. Я думал, это погрешность у карты. Пингвин. Так, это скорее всего про кошечку.
You go. You'll be all right. All right.
Клуб Skyline. А, клуб Skyline.
The Skyline Club.
А, подождите, это же...
Wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Где мы с Фальконе бились?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Клуб Skyline, 4:57 вечера.
If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. Your boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
You lot, come check out this office. Where is... I don't know! Names. You can help me.
Сюда тоже какой-то накачанный дегенерат.
It's about time. You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen. They'll be pleased to know you think so highly of their work.
I said let him go.
You hear that, Roland? That sounded like an order.
I'll crush him.
Now, have a little respect for the Bat. Think he underestimates you. Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out.
I don't kill my enemies.
Maybe that's why you got so many.
Might be time to reconsider. as a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through? We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
Oswald Cobblepot. What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you?
Gotta admit, you've got flair. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for
Забавно, что это твой друг детства, Освальд.
They found Catwoman. What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh, what's her name again?
Selena.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Desmond. И шаг тупой. Блин. Капец он твердотельный. Нихера я улетел. Оба! Я крюк что ли не успел открыть? Так, они свалили, уроды.
Альфред, track down Selena Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
Так, ну на этом, друзья, думаю, можно заканчивать. Продолжим уже в следующей серии. Остается 3 главы из этого эпизода 2. Ну а на этом все. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь на мой канал. С вами был, как всегда, Дима. Всем пока!